Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends King of the Hill edition. Right, okay, so I don't know what it is about me and this ship, but every time I play the hill, things just go well. They just go my way. I can't quite put my finger on why. But yeah, me and this ship just we go together like pizza and pineapple. Wait, hang on. Ignore that, because that probably just lost me 10 subscribers. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Like, I don't know why, I don't know how, but just me and the hill, we just seem to really get on. And I don't even play it that much. And I just took it out the other day. I was having one of my, this game's getting on my nerves. It's frustrating. Let's go and kick puppies. Like, let's go and let's take the Arkansas. And I was like, nah, like, things seem a little bit too easy usually in the Arkansas. You know what? I'm gonna go to the hill. Like, tier 4 is usually a bit better. I seem to be surrounded by new players. But then, you should never judge a player by its patch. That's for sure. So yeah, let's get into the battle, shall we? And see what sort of trouble that we can get ourselves in. So there's 4 DDs in the match. There's 2 the A/C side. There's 1 over by B. So I think, right, okay, for the benefit of the team, I'll go B. Like, surely the other 2, which are closer to the A side, will go that way. But for some unknown reason, the other destroyer decides to follow me. Maybe they've seen me in the hill before. I don't know. Maybe it was the pants I was wearing. But no, I digress. This is tier 4, so we're not expecting the most competent of players, and like, genuinely, I just picked this ship to go out and have a little bit of fun in. So we're kind of being a little bit cautious here, because obviously there is an aircraft carrier on the enemy team. I changed my tactic like a little bit. I'm like, all right, maybe I should try and spot at sea a little bit, and help them out. Seems they have, for all intensive purposes, lost the DD that side. But this DD keeps on following me, so I'm like, well, I need to pick a side. I need to pick a team. Am I for Team A or am I for Team B? And I decide to go for Team B, and that's when we spot this wild Mitsuki from 6.4 kilometers. So I'm not too sure what build exactly he's running. But yeah, probably not the smartest build. And like I said, this is low tier, so we're not expecting people to have fantastic commanders. And that's when the itchier Slav decides to open up on us after the Mitsuki drops his smoke screen. Like, okay. Like, yes, it is more of a gun-porty DD, but I probably, if I was him, I would have decided to wait till I got myself into a slightly better position. This DD is still, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, it's the jeans I'm wearing. It's like, I knew when I put these pants on that I was going to attract all the weirdos, and that's exactly what happened. He has. And he viewed me and decided to finally that maybe he should leave me alone. So we scored 10k damage, but that's entirely to DDs, and at this tier, it's almost a full DD's worth of hit points. So these 2 are obviously trying to take B, but it's me, and I'm in the hill, and we're not going to stand for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not. We are going to go in here. We're going to eradicate these 2 pesky little DDs and give B to my team. Give them the help they need, because we're losing A. In all fairness, our DD that spawned A, that I had a bit of faith in, has decided to skirt the map border all the way down looking for the carrier, which is obviously the smartest gameplay in the world. But the sad thing is, you see DDs doing this at legendary tier as well. So yeah, it happened to me when I was playing the midway recently, and the DD literally go round the outskirts, the entire map, and come back in just to torpedo me. They done fuck all else the rest of the game. But if that means I took a DD out of the game, I took a DD out of the game. There we go. We've got the Slav. We get the defend ribbon. We put our speed boost on, even though we broke our engine. We turn in because he hasn't shot his guns, which means their torpedoes in the water, and there they go, aimlessly sailing by. I guess that's kind of like a little top tip. Always turn into torpedoes, never turn away from them. Always turn in. It just makes them so much easier to avoid. If you're in a battleship and you think a DD's fired torpedoes at you, just turn in. Just turn in. Aim towards them. And one, it makes your ship thinner, so you're less likely to take multiple torpedoes. And it also makes them easier to avoid. Just don't have the head on me right now to explain the angles, because I'm too busy having fun in the hill. So yeah, this Peter Velicki, we're trying to set a fire. He's obviously focused on our other DD. We do, in fact, set a fire. I don't think, like with a DD that close, like why he would pick to shoot at me and reset my cap progress just doesn't really make sense. So yeah, we secure the cap for C. Magically, we managed to keep A because the enemy destroyers, in their ultimate wisdom, decided even though they were capping it, they'll just sail straight through. One of them does look like they're going to turn around and try and get it back, but like their DD's done the same thing. Like, oh, let me go and derp into a carrier, because you know carriers are evil, and you know, I don't know. I don't get the mentality. If you're up against a really good carrier player as a DD, they're a massive threat. They're a massive pain in the arse, because they will 100% focus the DDs, keep you spotted, and you die. That's not what's happening in this game. Like the carrier is all but useless, and all that means is my team has wasted a DD doing absolutely nothing, and the enemy wasted 2 DDs doing essentially absolutely nothing. Don't know exactly what's going on with the defend the president at the back end of the map there. But yeah, we've got two battleships trying to desperately hug our carrier and make sure he's safe, and make sure he's warm, and make sure he feels validated. Which, in all fairness, I'm kind of glad that happens, because that allows me to run around the map and cause absolute mayhem. And I guess this is one of those moments to impart a little bit of wisdom, where having really good games depends on your team being potatoes, but the enemy team being greater potatoes. So yeah, as you can see, like we're up on ships, but those two that carrier and those 2 battleships are essentially out of the match. They're not gonna do anything particularly constructive at this point. I've capped C. They've kept B. I've capped A. B. Sorry, they've kept C. They've capped A. So what I'm doing now, obviously, the DD that turned around and went back to capture A. I don't expect those two battleships, those carriers, to be able to handle themselves against DD. And we've only got a narrow lead, so I'm going to go back and I am going to find this DD. And that's when unsurprisingly, the G101 pops out just in front of me. We knew he was over here. We were coming over here. We were hunting him. And yeah, a successful fishing trip. I look, is it worth it? It's not worth firing torpedoes at him. And there we go. He's down, he's sunk, and that is kill number 4. We don't get into an island because it would be a high video if we didn't get into an island, particularly whilst playing a DD. Partly tactical, because if that G101 did fire torps at us, he would have been firing them at the island or the other side of the island. Not that it appears he did, because I expect we would have seen them. But yeah, they basically did nothing. If he fired them, they had no effect. And right, let's carry on. So again, like, we've not got much of a lead. We need to take bases to ensure we keep the lead that we have, or at least keep them contested. So I am going to go and poke my little nose over here in A, whilst these battleships are sailing in my general direction, which means I'm going to throw torps in their general direction. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, our friendly DD had also flung some torps, made this South Carolina aware that there was a DD near him, which made him turn, which means we're probably not going to have a particularly successful torp run here. And yeah, as you can see, he made the turn because he spotted the other torpedoes because they were really close to him, and although they didn't make contact, and yeah, that just meant he was gonna turn away, and yes, unfortunately, successfully dodge our torpedoes. We do have another set, but we only have, I believe it's 5.5 kilometer torps. We fling them out, but like, I'm more concerned at this particular point of getting the win. So you know, we're in here, we've got 5 seconds left. A friendly battleship is going to jump in just at the end, which is absolutely fine. He's out of our torpedo range, so we are going to do what we do and try and cause some fires, or at least harass this South Carolina enough that maybe he'll do something stupid. And we also want to try and keep our other battleship alive, because they've not been faring so good this match up until this point. So yeah, we'll try our best. We'll use our smoke screen. We had one left anyway, and there we go. Kraken unleashed. Been a few of them, hasn't there, the last couple of days. I am actually on holiday this week, so that's why there's no live streams. I will be back with a vengeance next week with live streams, and hopefully I keep this making videos again up. I sort of, I don't know what it is, I sort of lost the motivation, but making these for going on holiday I've thoroughly enjoyed, so hopefully I've reminded myself as to why I love making these videos in the first place. So yeah, we also drop a high caliber, which I think is pretty good considering like 3 out of the 5 ships we've killed, have been DDs. We focused purely on trying to kill and damage DDs as much as we could in the early sections of this match. So yeah, getting a high caliber after killing like 3 DDs when there's 4 battleships on each side and a carrier, which all hold quite a lot of hit points. There we also score the Confederate medal as well. So yeah, I could, like, genuinely, not to blow my own trumpet, but I'm kind of proud of this gameplay. So we're still, this Wyoming's trying to get away from us, he is spotted by RDD as well, which is helping us. And there we land the fire. That's what we wanted, ladies and gentlemen. We did set him on fire just now, but he put that out, and bop, there we go. That is kill number 6, and this was kind of interesting in the match. Bear with me a second whilst I wait for the moment. That's how it's done, you cheeky sod. It's all me. Oh, thank you. All right, okay. Genuinely, that was my thought. He was like, that's how it's done. I was like, the fucking cheek. I carried these fuckers so hard this entire match. And you're going to tell me that's how it's done, but then you're going to say thank you. So I'm assuming the thank yous to me, and he's realised just exactly how much work I've put into this match. Unfortunately, now it's just a case of waiting for the timer to run out, because the carrier is obviously over in the other corner, being absolutely useful to the team. And here we go. So that was 85,000 damage, Confederate, high caliber, Kraken Unleashed, just shy of 3k base XP, with the second on my team not even hitting 1300. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, take care.